In DCI, a lot goes into making a performance. From the members individually, all the way to the design team, everyone gives it 110%, and strives for the best product possible. Uniforms are a topic that are greatly debated over. As more and more corps are changing their uniforms year to year, people claim this has them lose their identity, recognizability, or brand, and I've even heard it argued, is this even drum corps with these uniforms? Well, some of this is valid, some is complete nonsense. Though some identity may be lost in these new changes, a lot of corps are taking a new trend with including little clues about their uniforms to allow you to tell who is who. For example, the Blue Knights and their dots that have been a part of their brand for years are carried onto the newer uniforms. The Santa Clara Vanguard also has kept the badge that has been on their uniforms for years with their signature V. Blue Devils are executing the idea of the uniforms changing flawlessly. For years they had the look about them and the vibe, and now they can see this same vibe and idea present in their newer uniforms, as you can see here. A lot of people will see a corps and say, I want to do that, and work hard to try and make that corps. A portion of that drive may come from the corps' uniforms. This used to be the case with corps such as cadets, where they had their signature uniforms for years. Part of being a cadet for someone was maybe wearing that specific uniform. However, with the new changes from year to year, this type of thing may no longer be possible. I personally think that the changes in uniforms are actually going to help people feel more proud of their shows than ever. Why, you ask? Because those uniforms for that year of, you name the corps, will never be worn again. You have to make those uniforms be remembered by your performance, and must convince people not to just remember those Boston Crusaders, but remember this Boston Crusaders. A sense of pride still comes from wearing the uniforms, whether they are different or the same. A thing that I have not heard talked about is how uniform changes are not anything new. Neither is performing without a shako. Corps used to do this fairly frequently, maybe not year to year, but pretty frequently. For example, look at the 1990 Velvet Knights, the 1992 Velvet Knights, and lastly, the 1994 Velvet Knights. All of these uniforms are different. Can you still tell it's Velvet Knights? Of course, because they kept the same vibe and style about them. Now compare that same idea to the Blue Devils uniforms from more recent years. They still look similar, just like Velvet Knights did. This is what I think corps should be doing, not, for example, this to this. They're totally different with no qualities the same except for a splash of blue. But these uniforms and the changes that are made year to year with the blue coats make sense, as their shows are mostly concept shows, and having their uniforms match the show is just logical for them as a corps. So, is this even still drum corps? I say it is, because it's not the uniforms that makes drum corps. It's the people, it's the performers, it's the passion that has driven the activity for decades and will continue on through the years to come. That's what makes a corps a drum corps. Not the uniforms they wear, or if they have shakos or not, or even if they use some electronics. It's if they have the drive to be the best that all the corps do, to put the best product on the field regardless of any other outside factors. So what's my conclusion? It's drum corps. And things change, just like life. Things change. Plans change, etc. Yes, this can be annoying, but are you really going to let it ruin something so great? I thought not. Thank you for watching. Please let me know if you enjoyed this video. It's something different than I normally do. Cough, cough, amuse. Until the next time, guys, see you later.